What's up guys, Vegas here, and today we're going to learn how to edit our bank shots. So if you're putting together like a little knifing video or you've got some awesome clips, I'm going to show you guys how to do a nice clean edit off those. So what we're going to do is we're going to play what we're going to try to achieve today. We're going to play this little clip here, and you can see that it's a nice little clean, nothing too fancy. There's no color correction added or anything like that, but it's a nice little clean edit off the bank shot. So if we go on over to Sony Vegas, you can see that we've already brought in our bank shot, we've brought in our cinematics and a suitable song also. So the very first thing we're going to want to do in our little edit is we're going to want to set down some markers for our beats of our song. So every time the song goes boop on the beat, we're going to hit the M key on our keyboard. So we're going to hit the play button and do this now. Don't worry if you get it wrong, as you can adjust the markers to the beats on the timeline, or you can even add more by going through it once again. So the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to trim the shit out of these clips. These clips are far too long, and that's the main mistake that most bank shotters and knifers do. They put in like about 10 seconds of irrelevant stuff that you don't need in your montage. It's going to bore the shit out of everyone, so just get rid of it right up to the point where he throws the second axe, because you only need to see him throw one axe, and just end it then at the point where it hits, just about half a second to a second after that. Done. Drag it back to like the first beat of our song, and let me just take off the end of it here, because it's, as I said, like unwanted as well. We don't need this little bit here either. And in actual fact, we've actually placed that at the start of the song, but we want it to actually come in on the first beat, just to keep things a little snappy to each of the beat markers. So now the next part of it is the cinematics, and we've got like an axe cinematic of it flying through the air towards its target, and we've also got a cinematic of it hitting and the character or the player dying. And it's all slowed down. I like to record my cinematics in 0.1 speed in Black Ops Theater mode, just simply because it gives the most detail. But what we're going to do is we're going to split them in half, because they're kind of joined on now, because that's the way they were recorded. So we're going to find where it starts and stops in between and split it with the S key on our keyboard. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to shorten these long ass cinematics. Now when we shorten these cinematics, because they were recorded in 0.1 speed, it retains quite a good bit of the quality. So hold in control, go to the end of the clip like so, and drag it in back. Your little icon should change when you go to the end of the clip, but drag it all the way back and do the same with the other one. And at the minute, all we're going to do with these is we're going to drag them back to meet the clip and our timeline at the start, and then we're going to zoom in and take a closer look to see what we can actually do with them. So what we're going to do once you've got all that done is we're going to drag our axe flying through the air cinematic back to the second beat, because that's where we want it to start on the beat, nice and snappy. And the third cinematic, or the second cinematic of the guy dying, we're going to drag that back to the third beat, just like the other one, because we want all these to kind of start on the beat and give it that synced up kind of effect. And the last little bit there that extends by the third beat, we're just going to cut that off and like so, and pretty much that is our edit. Nice, neat, simple, streamlined. We have the first clip starting on the first beat, the second clip on the second beat, the third clip on the third beat, and the third clip ending on the fourth beat. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and tidy this all up and chop off the bits of the songs that we didn't need in the tutorial. You guys might not have to do this for your edit, but I'm gonna do it for the tutorial just to neaten things up, and I'm gonna drag it all back with the selection tool. And with the selection tool you can basically drag a box around things, and then like it's all highlighted, and then you can move it like wherever you want, and then go back to the normal edit tool, which is just something that you could use to drag around one item at a time. But once I've kind of all done that, I can now then go and apply like a color correction, and I think I'll just drag on like one I already had made up, and I used it for Shin's size episode. If you guys haven't seen that, please go ahead by all means and check it out on the Shinobi Knifing channel. I'm also going to add like a flicker effect, so go up to film effects and change the type from, I think it's dust, to flicker, and don't set it too high, otherwise you'll get an epileptic seizure or some shit, but just a little bit and it will set it off pretty damn nicely, if I do say so myself. Then you're going to want to type in a name for it in the preset above and hit the little save icon, because you're going to want to save this effect as a preset so you can simply kind of drag it on each of the clips in your montage like one after another without like doing it individually and manually for each one. Just makes sense and saves a lot of time. So that's pretty much it, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and render this shit out, because I could show you guys by hitting play button in the top right in the preview window, but my computer is the biggest pile of shit and it would just stutter everywhere. So I'm going to render it out and show you guys in the proper true quality of what you have just created. There you have it, guys. A very simple and a very streamlined way of editing your bank shots for your episodes or whatever you have. If we all did this, we could all kind of improve our standards. We could all be counting that YouTube sweet ass money or whatever, but you know, you get what I mean, guys. We could all improve our clips like so much, so great, because there is a lot of people out there that have hit awesome clips and have put in no effort to editing whatsoever. So I hope you've all enjoyed today's video, and please feel free to drop me some feedback on what you guys would like to see me edit, and if you have any like comments or queries, or even if you try this at home, please feel free to hit me up and show me that shit. Anyway, Vegas out.